Joe Gotti, Frisco born and raised.
Bro, what you do, bro?
I'm a spitter, man. I like to write poetry, and I work it into these raps.
Like that?
Bars, hopefully. I'm hoping to bring bars, because I care about the culture and the art form so much that I don't want to bring just some so-so shit to the game, because the game is so diluted and everybody rapping nowadays, but not everybody is an MC.
Hey, explain that. What's an MC?
An MC is a mic controller, master of the ceremony. Mic controller, got it wrapped like the Ayatollah. I ain't high on coca, but I'm high to solar. Anyway, I'm just messing around.
Now what's a rapper?
A rapper is somebody that puts words together that rhyme, but it could be any amount of syllables. Like a one-syllable rhyme might be I see he and he see me and 1, 2, 3 and A, B, C. But an MC might try a little harder to put syllables together, like bouncing it, like something like, I would say, cushion the back, look in the sack. That's 4 syllables rather than just going for 1. You know what I'm saying? All 4 of them syllables rhyme. So an MC is just a little bit more of a host and someone that knows the culture of hip-hop a little bit more. Even though hip-hop seems to be dying out a little bit with the next generations coming up, and I still love their music, but an MC really cares about everybody involved in this, not so much about himself, because he used to hosting parties.
Okay. Hey, so you say you used to hosting parties. So nowadays the DJ do that.
Yeah, the DJ talk. When I was coming up, the DJ had the MC with him. Nowadays, the DJ got the microphone and he can do both if he's multifaceted like that. You know what I'm saying? But not everybody can do that. And it's still good to go back to the essence. Hip-hop, when it began, was the DJ, the MC, the graffiti artist, the breakdancer, and some would say the knowledge. That's up to people's discrepancy, but I would say for sure, for me coming up, it was the graph artist, the b-boy breakdancer, the DJ holding down the party with the tunes, and the MC on the microphone getting everybody going. That was the elements of hip-hop at the beginning. Now things have changed and people don't really know about hip-hop, and that's okay, because I'm down with the trap, the boom bap, the West Coast G-funk shit. I love music in general, so I just like anything that makes somebody move. I'm with that.
So how long you been doing this?
I've been doing this for about 15 years. It's probably my 15th season trying to write good rhymes for the people. Whoever hears my stuff, I care about what they think, and I care about the listener. See, that might be the difference between me and some other people. Some people might just care about getting something off their chest that they need to get out to the world, but I actually care about the listener and what they think. So,
so if somebody was trying to get at you, how do they contact you?
You can contact me, Bazooka Joe Gotti, on Facebook at Grinder SFC. Grind, Grinder SFC, for the place I was born and raised in, the San Francisco city, the sucker-free Central. So Grinder SFC, holla at me on Facebook, shoot me a DM, or check out my posts and stuff like that, and we can make something happen.
So where they find your music at?
You can check my music out on cdbaby.com, iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, under Bazooka Joe or Bazooka Joe Gotti.
Hey, so it's a youngster out there trying to be in your lane, man. What type of advice would you give him?
I tell them to do music that you love. Don't do no music that you don't like. Because sometimes when we chasing the dream, like a lot of producers and singers and rappers, entertainers, they chasing what they call placements. Placements means you get on a big album. Placements means a label might take your song and sell it to Britney Spears or Lady Gaga or Beyonce, and you can make millions. But chasing them placements like that is, I can't think of a better word, but it's very tiring and it's exhausting, because when you're chasing them placements, you don't really be like who you are. You might try to write stuff for other people, and that's cool if you're a great songwriter. But I would say, just for a little bit of advice to the young artists coming up, do what you like. Do you. Because once you master a fad, that fad play out, and you sitting there with nothing. Because people ain't into that fad no more. People ain't into that type of music that you went and mastered because it was popular. Once it play out, you back at the drawing board like, damn, what do I do now? I spent all 2 years trying to master what somebody else did. Now it ain't popping no more, and I'm alone in the lab trying to think of what's next. Just do what you love to do. You make a hit song, you're gonna sing that song for the rest of your life, so you might as well make it a song you like.
Independent or a major label? And I mean whether it's distribution or it's for a record deal.
Well, we could all use some major label distribution, because we don't have the money in our pockets to spend on pushing our music. We might not have the funds it takes to really promote an album well, but at the same time, I'm about the art. So if I'm about the art, I say independent all the way, because you're not bowing down or breaking your back, bending over backward for a A&R or a record company executive trying to give them what they want. You know, the dream would be to get a major label deal and have them be out of your way and let you create. But that don't always happen that way. It's very rare that takes place. Most of the time they want you to do what's the hot thing right now. Like I remember back in the day, they want everybody to sound like, I'm just throwing out a name, they want everybody to sound like Ludacris for a few years. They want everybody to sound like DMX back in the day. They want everybody to sound like Kendrick Lamar right now. You know, it's different. There's different ways to approach the game. But if you approach the game humbly and as an artist who has respect for the art form and the people that came before us to give us this platform, then just do what you like. Do what brings you joy and fun and helps you elevate creatively. And creativity is what it's about, man. If you ain't having no fun doing it, then you might as well go work at the zoo because you like tigers and lions or something, you know. But
So what's the name of the project you got right now? You working on at this moment?
Well, me and my man De Niro got Road Warriors out now. You can get that on CD Baby and iTunes. We got Road Warriors Part 2 coming out.
You and who?
At the end of summer.
Man, that's a coincidence.
Me and this brother De Niro.
Oh man, there we go.
We got Road Warriors 2 coming out at the end of this summer. And then he got a solo album he working on. I got a solo album I just dropped on 420 called Grind Central Station. I'm about to drop Part 2 with San Quentin and Mike Marshall on it August 26th. And we just gonna keep putting stuff out until something bubbles. You know how we do.
Hey man, I really appreciate you and thank you for your time. One more time before we get out of here, tell me how to find you.
Find me on Facebook at Grinder SFC, on cdbaby.com under Bazooka Joe or Bazooka Joe Gotti.
Much love, I'm out, y'all.